We welcome you here inside the Binyan Football Stadium down south. Nandito po tayo sa Laguna as we bring you our first offering of 3 here in the Philippines Football League. Loyola FC going up against the Philippine Youth National Team. First match for Loyola this year as they went back to practice a couple of weeks ago. In the meantime, the Youth National Team, of course, after that loss to Kaya, nanguna na itong Kaya FC Iloilo and sinusundan ng One Taguig and Manila Digger as well as Dynamic Herb Cebu. Yan po yung pagkakasunod-sunod. Well, all teams have played 7 matches already and Kaya on top. They've just dropped 2 points owing to a draw. Still undefeated so far in the season ito. Pero dumako tayo dun sa dalawang nasa ilalim, Loyola FC and the Philippine Youth National Team. Both with 7 points, 2 wins each, 1 draw para sa kanila. As well as Davao Aguilas UMAC, Loyola and the Youth National Team trying to improve on their record. At silang magkaharap ngayon. The starting 11 for both sides. Itong Loyola is that transfer window that much. They yung mga holdovers and they will try to continue. Attention to the other team, of course, the under 20. Ito ang medyo nanonorpresa paunti-unti and again familiar names as well para sa kanila. We have yung dalawang saot for this match. Doon sa bandang likod, you have Haren de Gracia. Of course, sa bandang una naman, Halike and Nunez. Do expect those Sergi Mascarel na pagpatuloy pa yung kanilang magandang pinapakita dito as we are just moments away from kick-off between Loyola and the Youth National Team. So we turn you over to our pitch and abangan natin ang official march in handshake as well as the kick-off. This is the Philippines Football League. Napapanood niyo po sa matchday.ph.
Loyola FC with the Youth National Team.
And there you have it, Loyola. Nakita nyo sa inyong mga screen just a moment ago in their royal blue. Samantala ito namang Youth National Team in gray. Interesting choice of color as we also look at the match officials for this particular contest. John Mike Basinang is the lead referee. The assistants are Relly Balila and Brian Buergo. The fourth official is Rodney Leble. Match commissioner natin si Kuya Baldo, Mark Ian Baldo. And the captains on your screens right now, Kurt Dizon and Martin Joshua Merino. Nasa handshake na tayo, moments away from the start of this contest. Loyola, 2 wins, 1 draw. The Youth National Team as well, 2 wins and 1 draw. Only the first match for Loyola to start this calendar year. Nagpahinga sila of course owing to the holiday break, and sabi ni Coach Roxy Dorlas January 6 sila nag-resume ng kanilang ensayo. So they have been practicing well for the last 2 weeks. Ayan po ang Loyola in their familiar colorway. Royal blue with some white and orange details. Philippine Youth National Team. Again, for the first 50 minutes against Kaya, they've held the defending two-time winners goalless, and then nag-umpisa with, perhaps a lapse defensively. Naka-isa si Lucas Del Rosario, and then eventually Kaya winning that contest 2-0. But another challenge here for the Youth National Team, the ever-improving Youth National Team. And the biggest win for them so far was against another contender, Davao Aguilas. Naalala natin yan. Ito namang Loyola, tinalo ang Stallion. So, parehas may kakayahan to upset yung mga mas malakas na koponan, at least on paper. And that is why you always play the game. Loyola in blue, the Philippine Youth National Team in gray. Coming to you live from the Binyan Football Stadium. Here we go. The Youth National Team mag-uumpisa with possession in our contest. Live po tayo from matchday.ph. If you have not registered yet with an account, with an email, pwede rin pong Facebook. Do subscribe. Hindi lang Philippines Football League ang napapanood dyan. A lot of football action. Regional, international. And early foul kaagad. It's an early kick-off here as we have 3 matches na banggit natin on top of the live broadcast. Makasama natin si Claro Manzano mamaya for the last 2 meetings of this Saturday triple header. But first things first, Loyola and the Youth National Team. This is a match na, well, pareha sila. They can get more points doon sa kanilang kartada. It's Rico Andes, the top goal scorer. Yan ang kanilang combination doon sa unahan. Rico Andes and Francis Tacardon. UAAP connection yan. They send it to the back. Familiar names here for Loyola. Again, not much changes. They've stayed intact. And the starters for them, very familiar na. May chemistry na talaga. Ito magkakasama na ito as they try that through ball. But there was contact against the left back of the Youth National Team. Opening few moments of the contest. And this is the time where, of course, it's a feeling out process. Only the first meeting between both teams. We've had the transfer window, but the season, the 2024-2025 season, medyo wala pa sa second half because, of course, we have 10 teams and you play each other twice. It's a total of 18. Only 7 matches so far for all of the 10 teams here. This is the 8th match for both Loyola and the Youth National Team. But for now, it's really a feeling out process and they will try to execute kung ano yung game plan nila. Loyola in some sort of, sabihin natin 4-4-2 with, of course, Andes and Kurt. Iwan naman for the Youth National Team. Well, of course, yung dalawang saut along with Nunez and Halike, and yung lagi nagpapedyohan naman ng depensa kaagad. The men in gray, the young men in gray. National Team, yung mga breakaway na ganyan from the back. Rico Andes trying to bait our referee into calling. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff. Mainit-init ang ating playing conditions. Although buti na lang it is January, so it's dry and windy, unlike summer. Up front, pero obvious. John Lloyd Halike trying to convert on the first strike. Pero offside for that instance. But again, diyan delikado yung youth national team. Whenever they get that ball, wala nang pag-aalinlangan. Just, counter-attack time when they have it. And now an error on the part of Loyola. And a chance here for the youth national team. Although this is a set piece, so may oras para mag-organize ang depensa ng Loyola. But now it's Nunez who will deliver. They play it short. Punta sa kanan. And the lob inside the box. Nobody home eventually. Halike has it. And they will reset. Well, plenty of time here. Kaumpisa pa lang ng ating laban. The youth national team will try to manage this ball. Stretch the floor as well. Kaya binalik sa likuran. Some token pressure there from Andes. Balik ulit dun sa kanilang keeper. That's Antilo. And Coach Roxy Dorlas instructing yung kanyang mga manlalaro to try to come a bit forward. Long ball. Papunta sana doon sa left flank. Jumani gets in the way. Back and forth tayo rito. From our vantage point, it's a bit tough to see the players here. Could be an opening incursion here. It will remain with Loyola, first corner of the match. Player number 6. As we have just crossed minute number 6. Kurt Dizon set to deliver what looks like an in-swinger for Loyola. Pero may pito muna ang ating referee. They will sort some things out here. Ni referee John Mike Basina, ang isang player ng Loyola. And now the go signal. Here's the delivery. Oh, good spin on that one, and that forcing Antilo to commit. They keep the ball alive and prevent a second chance for Loyola. Ang ganda ng pectus ni Kurt Dizon noon for that delivery. Looked like an attempt also. No other recourse for Michael Antilo Jr. but to really commit and poke that ball away. Good start for Loyola, although it has been the youth national team with the ball for sabihin na about 60% of the time so far. 7 minutes and change. First half here. At again, nasa Laguna po tayo. Here inside the Binyan Football Stadium. The home ground, of course, of Stallion. And nakapag-host na rin ng mangilan-ngilang international football matches ito. AFF Women's Championship, yung SEA Games. There were some matches here as well. And back and forth pa rin tayo. It seems the field is a little, more bouncy. Takardon, some opening. Ibibigay sa unahan. Opening goal, Loyola. And the connection once more, Takardon and Andes. A solid start for Loyola here as the UAAP All-Stars once again connecting. Takardon feeding Andes for another conversion. Rico Andes, tingnan natin yung initial ball forward. Takardon, timed that run perfectly. Natin yung goal ni Lucas Del Rosario ng Kaya. sort of an error din on the part of the defense, just a lapse on the part of the youth national team. Nakausap natin si Coach Sergi Mascarel kanina. Sinasabi niya na well, sometimes masyadong nakadrop yung depensa ng youth national team. Gusto niyang paangatin. I think that was the case doon sa instance na yun. But great timing on the part of Takardon para hindi siya ma-offside. That's really what started it. Uy, may na-yellow card data doon. I'm not sure if... And more pressure here from Loyola. That seems to be the ploy. Oh, they are really going to make the youth national team work here. That's for sure. And hindi lang yung kalaban nila, syempre, hindi lang yung kalidad ng kalaban, but also the playing conditions. A tough test here for the national team again. Scramble for possession right now. Dito sa bandang kanan, Denmark Oracoy able to win it back. Medyo mabagal yung pasa na yan. Andes unable to get to it there. Nunez eventually collects. There is some debris on the field. Play goes on. Just a dozen of minutes have gone by. Rico Andes putting Loyola on top. 1-0 so far. Bola mawawala rito for the youth national team. Pass back muna. They involve itong si Semblante. Tumama sa referee. Tough challenge here. Not the way you wanted to start, of course, especially if you're the youth national team. Maalala natin, first 50 minutes against Kaya, they were able to hold Kaya scoreless. The first 50 minutes. Oh, that one a shot, although it goes to the left from Ivan Uano. It seems that whenever clubs play here in Binyan, there's always that early goal. Another errant pass here. Something na kailangan pang i-polish ng youth national team here. They've had a couple of errant passes already. And even if they have the ball doon sa likuran, even if, you know, on paper that will count as a bigger share of the ball percentage-wise, it really doesn't translate to shot attempts unless madala nila sa unahan. And a great effort on the part of Loyola so far to, of course, owing to the fact that they've gone up 1-0. Medyo they can afford to stretch the field a little bit. Susubukan pa na lang pagurin yung kalaban as Andes on the cutback. Recovered by Dizon for now. Burnett. Medyo malakas ang pasa. Dizon had to adjust. Able to keep it alive still with Loyola. As we approach the 15th minute of our contest early on. Again, the Philippines Football League 2024-2025 season. Napapanood niyo po sa matchday.ph. Register now. Subscribe as well for more action. Not just in the PFL, but a lot more in the ASEAN football scene. The national team matches. Magandang hapon. Currently leading the Filipino under-20 national team. Rico Andes scoring in the kapapanood nyo palang po. Verora on the call. Nandito po tayo sa Laguna inside the Binyan Football Stadium. First of 3 matches in a triple header Sunday here. Lots of pressure here. Takardon earns that one for Andes. It's 3 against 4. Trying to carve out some space. This is a shot, and it's in. They doubled the lead, Loyola. And this time it's Kazuha Sudo. Welcome, welcome for Loyola. Kazuo Asudo, who played in multiple countries prior to his stint for Loyola. And what a great welcome for him. Just sizing up the defense here, moving to his left. And eventually that shot trickled in. Wonder if it had a touch from the defender. Mukhang if we did not have enough power in it. We're in the middle of a hydration break, of course, weather conditions, again, playing conditions. Early kick-off. But as it stands, 2-0 lead already for Loyola. Well, it definitely seems that that break, the holiday break, benefiting itong Loyola. Such a boost here for Loyola, of course, currently number 7 in the league table. A good chance for them to overtake Davao. As of course, those teams are jockeying for position doon sa bandang gitna ng ating league table. Pero syempre, nangunguna pa rin yung Kaya, Manila Digger, One Taguig, and Dynamic Herb Cebu FC. But at the very least, doon sa middle tier for Loyola, such a big boost for them. Kung hindi man sila pala rin na makapasok sa playoffs, or at least going to the cup, yung ating mid-season. It's just, again, that the action here. 18 minutes now into the contest. 2-0 lead for Loyola. Conversions courtesy of Rico Andes in the 8th minute and Kazuo Asudo in the 16th minute. A great addition here for Loyola. He plays forward. And para bang siya yung nasa sais ngayon for Loyola, just in terms of in order to convert on that volley. Long ball this time forward, but it goes to the hands of Semblante. Natulak pa bahagya ni Urakoy. Looks like Semblantes, well, for a moment, akala natin sinasabi niya kay Anderson na siyang mag-goal kick rito. Medyo mababa on that goal kick. Youth national team. Uy, natalisod bahagya yung itong si Nunez. And now they get it to their final third. But it will go back. This match, youth national team will try to national team. They can score. Nakita natin few and organize. 21st minute. It's a throw in. Into the box. Anderson right there. A couple of players down. Second ball here. Pupunta naman sila sa kanan, but great defending on the part of Loyola. And Rico Andes, look at him go on the counter attack. 1 against 1. Will he shoot it? Will he pass it? Andes fakes it. Andes again. Or perhaps a case of being too much open there. He took his time. Arguably could have hit it from distance habang open pa, but nevertheless another corner here for Loyola. Look at the build up here after this challenge. Great timing on the part of one of the defenders, and then just a burst of speed here. Bigla ang sprint for Andes. Ito yung sinasabi namin. Could have made the shot from there. Naka-recover bahagya yung depensa. That was Vitualia who had that great challenge, a sliding challenge, impeding the path of that ball. Halfway mark of the first half already, 22 minutes into this contest, and already a 2-goal separation, a comfortable cushion here for Loyola. Youth national team, you want to put here for Loyola. Well, too much height on that one. Pero paunti-unti, nakikita natin Loyola just here taking care of several departments. Corners, course shots on goal, and possessions. It started with that goal by Rico Andes. It started with the press doon sa unahan, and eventually talagang tinrabaho nila itong youth national team. Showing that kumbaga they are the big boys against yung kanilang younger counterparts. A long one here. This is onside. Andes will try to wrestle for that one, but too much contact. And Martin Merino. Let's take a look at that one once more. Nagkasabitan yung mga paa ni Andes at Merino, the captain, the defender for the youth national team. Balik sa kanila ang bola. Loyola in their familiar royal blue. And the youth national team in gray. Gray tops and black trunks. As we approach the 25th minute of this contest, so far Loyola in control, 2-0 for them. Pedro gets in the way. That's Forosuelo, of course. Balik sa unahan ng bola for Loyola. And this is where they are dangerous. It's just that build-up from the back, something na Loyola has been working on as well. When you have options like Andes and Tacardon, and now even Kazuha Sudo, plenty of good things can happen here for Loyola. And the youth national team, meanwhile, it's medyo first and foremost, secure that ball and then try to make things work doon sa kanilang unahan. Good start with this, Aspiras. Merino. De Gracia. Lots of space dito sa bandang gitna for the youth national team. Space dito sa bandang gitna for the youth national team. Ibabalik muna nila. Trying to stretch the defense of Loyola as well. Babalik muna nila kay Antilo Jr. And given the position of our players right now, with the youth national team playing from left to right, and Loyola naman from right to left, makikita niyo ang anino ng mga player. Loyola scoring. Ready as one. Corner number 3 for Loyola. Again, another corner earned here by the men in blue. And again, they're doing this and make sure everything is accurate. The last shirts Tutulong si Antilo. Wano has to cut this back. Well, clearance initially. A third ball here for Loyola. Loyola just being scrappy here, and this one is wide. But you appreciate the effort here. Kurt Dizon with a shot. Naka-apat na kumbaga repossession yung Loyola dito. And if you're the youth national team, you have to do better than that. Isang clearance agad to make sure no shot attempts. Approaching the half-hour point of our contest, Loyola up 2-0 against the Philippine Youth National Team so far in this Philippines Football League action. First of 3 matches for Sunday. Andes again. And that's his sweet spot. The cutback. The turn. But just losing control. So the 2 goal scorers connecting in that sequence. Andes, the cutback. Look at the effort here for Sudo. Medyo flashy na player din pala itong si Kazuha Sudo. Someone who can definitely set that he has. Tulak ang itinawag kay Urakoy. Vitualia so far. Involving himself pretty well. He had that interception moments earlier that eventually led to an attack for Loyola. For as well, the youth national team. And it pays off somehow. Merino got it. And now the youth national team with the ball. They send it long forward. Urakoy. Alya. Ibabalik muna kay De Gracia. Haren. They try to send it into the box sa bandang gitna. High boot. Pero Urakoy and yung kanyang counterpart doon. Takardon. No contact there. Kaya hindi naman pinituhan. Last touch on Takardon, it seems. It remains with the youth national team. Aspiras. Again, that lob quite low. Plenty of blue shirts inside the area. Loyola will try to build from the back as they keep the ball alive. And it long ball forward. The flag stays down once again. Gracia to prevent a touch. Ilalabas muna ang bola to one of the sides. Someone's down here for Loyola. That's Kurt Dizon, the captain. Morimoto and Anderson. And now Forosuelo having a look, as well as our referee, John Mike Basinang. That's Kazuha Sudo, player number 7 for Loyola. Let's take a look at one of the build-ups here. This was Takardon, flicks it forward. Rico Andes, we've seen that before. We've seen that many times, the connection between these two former UAAP stars. Goal number 1 and then goal number 2. Ito actually down 1 man pa yung Loyola doon sa bandang unahan. Naka-recover bahagya in depensa but not a problem, sabi ni Kazuha Sudo. as he made it 2-0 at that point, 16th minute of the contest. Bit of research to Asudo dito. He played for Melbourne and in Mongolia as well. And now his latest stop is the Philippines, playing for Loyola. Sudo is from Japan. Hindi siya katangkaran but just very crafty doon sa unahan. A great addition here for Coach Roxy Dorla from the midfield. Implementing itong sina Takardon and Andes. Kumbaga just a new layer, a new dynamic to their game. At least offensively. Defensively naman, it's still the familiar names. You have Philip Anderson, you have John Clyde Vitualia, so on and so forth. Of course, Pedro also there. We resume the action here. Looks like it is a corner. Lumampas na pala yung bola. And so another corner. And it is Francis Takardon. Prior to that hydration break, si De Gracia, who got the touch initially and tried his best to just clear it papunta dun sa gilid. Corner number 4. Good height on that delivery. Scramble inside the box. And this could be an opening for the youth national team, but not a problem for now, says Loyola. They recover. Dizon. That one bounces off a player. Loyola pa rin ang may bola. Burnett. Balik sila sa gitna. And now could be a counter. But again, Vitualia was there. And so far, the best defender of the match so far, sabihin na natin. And a shot on goal. Antilo Jr. had to commit once more. Tough afternoon for him. A busy afternoon for Michael Antilo Jr. so far. Kumpara kay Jesse Semblante, mas maraming involvement sa ating laro. Itong si Antilo Jr. 36 minutes. And just a superb first half so far for Loyola. Goals from Rico Andes and Kazuha Sudo to pretty much dictate the tempo, dictate the tone of this match for them. At ito yung gustong gawin na ng Loyola, not just against yung ka-level nila, arguably, but pati yung mga content. If they can, affect the campaigns of other clubs, that's a testament to the improvement of Loyola. Into the box, the downward header, poked away by Semblante. Although offside ang tawag, the flag was up. But of course, you don't stop playing until you hear that whistle. So good of Semblante to deflect that Harry James Nunez downward header in real time. Burnett. That's Dijumani Burnett, of course. Wano. They send it to the left wing once more. Takardon. Takardon sizing up the defense. Lobs one in. And it's just wide. Takardon, of course, part of that UP champion squad a couple of seasons ago in the UAAP men's football tournament. Going 1-on-1. Kung napababa lang ng konti yun, could have been a conversion. Although it seems merong deflection dito. from one of the defenders. That's corner number 5 now for Loyola and none for the youth national team. That's a department they have been controlling so far in this match. Vitualia from distance, and that one off target. But just a confidence boost here for Loyola. You go up 2-0 and you can kind of mix it up a little bit. Have some room for experiment. 38 minutes now. Still watching the Philippines Football League 2024-2025 season. Napapanood po tayo on matchday.ph. Magandang hapon po sa kanilang lahat. 3 laro po tayo for this Sunday triple header. Mamaya po Battle of Taguig. 1 Taguig and Maharlika Taguig. Susundan pa yan ng Mendiola and Davao. 38 minutes now. Just about 7 minutes plus added time before the conclusion of the first half. Loyola doing a great job to be in control. De Gracia with some room to operate. Good spin on this one. They get it into the box and the clearance. Morimoto Cyrils out the target of that one. And already a substitution here for Loyola. Koki Narita will replace itong si Kurt Dizon. Nakita natin kanina si Dizon something was not right sa kanya dun sa kanyang kaliwang hita. Iika-ika rin, but you know, nevertheless, good showing for Dizon in the first 39 minutes. Narita will have to take it from here. Another foreign reinforcement here for Loyola. Into the box and Semblante again making sure walang problema. Only 6 substitutes here for Loyola sa kanilang outfield players. They do have another keeper, that's Shane Salino, player number 88. Ito yung pasa kanina ni De Gracia. But plenty of defenders there as well. Morimoto taking care and Semblante bothering. Perhaps didn't have to do that, but you know, just mabuti na yung sigurista ka in that case. 40 minutes now. Kurt Dizon, short afternoon for him, but plenty of involvement. They send it to the right flank this time. Urakoy to the middle. Pero hindi uubra sa Loyola yan. Basang-basa nila yan. And now another counter-attack. 1-on-1. Andes. Ooh, and that has to be at least a yellow. Pinatid in mid-air. Enrico Andes will need some attention here. Was that Merino or I think it was Karaig? And Gian Karaig. 1-on-1 foot race. Of course, Andes. Pag nakita ni Andes na from the back, nakuha ng Loyola yung bola, automatic tatakbo na agad yan. Wasting no time. Going to be a set piece after another yellow card here. I think we already have 3 at least. Well, Andes still on the ground. Quite shaken up, but it doesn't seem na, you know, there's an injury. So, just buying some time off. Pinabanlawan lang ng konti yung, of course, the artificial ground here as well. If you're familiar with artificial turfs here in football, may mga butil-butil rin yan, no? Just to simulate a natural ground. And so back to the action here. Here's the set piece. Burnett got a touch. Hindi maka-counter-attack ang youth national team dito. Ito yung isa sa mga nalimitahan ng Loyola so far in this one. 43 minutes na, about 2 more minutes plus added time. They send it to the middle. Andes right there, one-on-one against Merino. Babalik muna. This time it's the captain. Well, now it's Ivan Uwano wearing that captain's armband. Kanina si Dizon. Pero pinalitan na nga itong si Kurt Dizon. Medyo may iniinda. Naka-organize agad itong Loyola. So the way they transition from offense to defense. And that should be a foul. Okay na sana kaso sumabit, no? Dito kay Cyril South, itong si Vitualia. And they are asking for a card. Let's take a look at that. Clearance lang naman ang gustong gawin ni Vitualia doon, but luksong baka yung nangyari. Cyril South. Dalawang South, of course, starting this contest as well. Cyron, number 8 naman. Here's a different look at that. Great job, of course, by our broadcast team. Vitualia doing a terrific job defensively so far. Foul nga lang on that instance. Free kick naman for the youth national team. So far sa kanilang heat map, kumbaga, ito yung kanang bahagi. Diyan talaga sila kumukuha ng maraming pasa. But they cannot seem to create here. And now another counter-attack opportunity here for Loyola. Tuloy-tuloy tayo rito. Deep into the first half, that's Sudo. Bagong player ng Loyola and a welcome moment for him already. 1 goal across his name. Running out of space. Doon naman sa kanan.
Additional time, 4 minutes.
Well, 4 minutes of added time here in the first half. Kasama na dyan yung mga hydration break, but 2-0 as it stands. South kontra Vitualia, and again, talagang kinatawan ni Vitualia itong si Cyril South. They're just limiting. Oh, excellent pass! And Antilo Jr. preventing what could have been a highlight para sa larong ito. What a placement, what a ball that was. Para sana doon sa substitute Koki Narita. Natigilan tayo doon for a split second as Antilo's down. Mukhang nagkaroon ng delayed reaction. But he had to commit. Doon nga sa pasang yon. Mukhang it's the left arm. But look at this. From Uwano. The pass to the substitute. Perhaps on the landing. Nakatayo pa agad si Antilo and then of course the keeper. So perhaps a delayed reaction o pagbaba ng adrenaline niya doon na naramdaman ni Antilo. He's made some good saves here. Pero syempre hindi niya kaya mag-isa. 2-0 here for Loyola so far. Rico Andes in the 8th minute. Kazuha Sudo in the 16th. And kung wala si Antilo Jr., definitely could have been a bigger separation here so far. Loyola checking all the boxes here in the opening stages. The opening half. Only the first match for them this calendar year. Siyempre, kababalik lang ng inyong PFL, the youth national team playing Kaya last week, losing to the defending 2-time winners. Well, they held Kaya scoreless for the first 50 minutes or so. We resume to the live action here for the halftime break. And they lose control. Just nothing positive happening here for the youth national team. Aspiras. Aspiras. Dalawang isip bahagya. Saot. Bibigay sa kanan. That familiar overlap. De Gracia, Saot, the shot! Pero baliktad yung Pectus. Medyo lumayo from the... baliktad yung Pectus. Medyo lumayo from the far post. Back for causing the ball to go to the left. Ball is out once more. Just a few more moments and maririnig na natin yung halftime whistle. A solid first half here to say the least for Loyola. They have controlled this match. At kung gantong klaseng Loyola maglalaro against any of the 9 other teams, then definitely they will give them fits. Oh, 4 minutes of added time here. A bit of stoppages as well. Kanina nakita natin si Rico Andes was down for a good 2 minutes. Ooh, that one overcooked. And that is the halftime whistle. Loyola in control. Rico Andes and Kazuo Asudo providing the damage so far. 2-0 for the men in blue as we enter the halftime break. Philippines Football League action on matchday.ph. Only the first of 3 matches for this Sunday triple header in Laguna dito po sa loob. Scoring in the 8th minute. Sinundan pa ng isa ni Kazuo Asudo, the new signing as you see on your screens. Magbabalik po tayo for second half action analysis.
jogging dito.
Sarap ball mo yun, no?
Oh, Mindanao kasi ito eh.
Sasabihin na, ba't wala akong naririnig na tutukan? Tingnan na mo yan.
Sir, location oh.
Hindi naman nila ginagamit yun.
Yun oh. Classmate ko to pre. Yun oh, classmate. May jowa. Sayang pre. Kung may jowa. Wala kong jowa-jowa sa ano. Sa mga dito. Jowain dyan. Alam na alam eh. Gaya nga, beach daw eh. Yung beach, Batangas daw.
Parang
Daw sama dun pre.
parang high school na.
Kasi outing daw kami.
Outing ng section, may sinasama. Pinsang ko yan.
Mga regular kami eh. Regular. Pagdatropa. Awal ko dyan. Share mo.
Back inside the Binyan Football Stadium here in Laguna as we bring you the second half of action between Loyola FC and the youth national team in just a short while. But as you can see on your screens, Loyola already taking the upper hand here, 2-0. Let's take a look at kung paano sila nakakuha ng 2-0 na kalamangan so far. Opening goal, 9 minutes in. The familiar connection, Tacardon, Enrico Andes, that has been the 1-2 punch for them, and a great dish as well from the back from, I believe that was Dizon, and then a couple of chances as well, kagaya niyan, and then this one, an overload for the youth national team, but not a problem. Sudo, hey, welcome to the PFL, welcome to Loyola moment for the new signing, Kazuha Sudo, Japanese national, making it 2-0 at that point. It was all Loyola from that point. Plenty of corners earned, plenty of runs doon sa kanilang unahan. Shots from Tacardon. And well, the youth national team, they brought the ball dito sa kanilang unahan just a couple of times and weren't really able to inflict damage. And the defense of Loyola as well, rock solid for them. Couple of saves as well from Michael Antilo Jr. Just doing his best, but of course, that's not enough. A solo effort. Looks like we have a change here before the start of the second half. That's going to be Mark Cesar Tobias, whom, if I'm not mistaken, is also from UP. We'll just get confirmation kung sino ang pinalitan niya. Kurt Dizon, by the way, has already been subbed out. Meron siyang iniinta sa kanyang hita. Yan ang pinasok, si Narita. Koki Narita, also a foreign reinforcement here. Mukhang walang changes for the national team. That's been the youth national team, of course. That's been the approach for Coach Sergi Mascarel. They don't make that much changes. They try to make do with the 11 on the field here para mas mapaigting pa yung chemistry. Moments away from the start of the second half. Loyola in royal blue, of course, familiar colorway for them. The youth national team wearing gray. And here we go. Second half action here. At ang pinalitan is si Morimoto. So Leon Morimoto. And it's going to be Mark Cesar Tobias in for Loyola. Wonder if he's going to play doon sa likuran or if maging 3-5-2 ang formation dito ng Loyola.
Player number 3, Leon Morimoto is replaced by player number 4, Mark.
And an even tougher challenge here for the youth national team kasi sa kanila nakaharap yung araw. They're playing from right to left now on your screens. And kita nyo naman sa anino ng mga players. Just take a look, take a glimpse dun sa kanilang mga shadow. And needless to say, Loyola took advantage of the time na nakaharap sa kanila yung araw. Wala ka nang magagawa dyan. That's part of the playing conditions, part of the match. In other parts of the globe, minsan naman kapag winter season may snow, but they still push through with the matches. And sometimes, of course, it's raining hard. So depende talaga sa kung nasaan kayo at anong panahon. But football, of course, is an all-year event and a spectacle around the world. They let Antilo collect. First few minutes of the second half here, Loyola in command. And that's how vital yung mga opening goals kagaya no. It just throws the opponent off. Talagang hindi na in sync itong youth national team after that. Usually the first few minutes feeling out process, but an unforced error there. Just a poor touch by Karaig. Let's Loyola get this one again. Japanese connection, Sudo. Pinahirapan bahagya ni Karaig. Gets a throw in. Looks like there will be some changes here for the youth national team. Kita natin on your screens. Yan, si Coach Sergi Mascarel. May dalawang substitute na siyang kinakausap rito. Juano wearing the captain's armband after Kurt Dizon was subbed out. And Tobias earning a corner here for Loyola. That's number 6. At sa tansya natin, possessions-wise, sabihin na natin, pagpalagay na natin about 60 to 65% Loyola. It's going to be an outswinger here for Tobias. Pero may pito muna. And that's the go signal. Tobias. Oh, good height. Header, but it's wide for Andes. But as you saw, he rose to the top. With a frame like that, no, Andes able to sprint fast, able to jump high. Yung mga gusto mo as a coach, of course, or as a scout. He's really built for football, isn't he, Rico Andes? 50 minutes now, 40 more. Well, if you're the youth national team, again, you just want to take one back, try to make this more competitive. Well, tuloy-tuloy tayo rito, pero someone's down. And in the process, naipit yung bola. And that's something you cannot do, of course, in football. That was Aspiras. Diego Aspiras getting the start here. Plenty of subs here for the youth national team. Diyan sina Justin Lupango, John Henson Diaz, etc., etc. Plenty of outfield players. They also have Archie Pabellar. The shot there takes a bounce from just outside of the box. Andes again. Sudo, flag stays down. Sudo, dalawa na ang pumigil sa kanya doon. Karaig, lost it. Another poor touch from Karaig. Just not his afternoon. And this is the part of the learning process here for the youth national team. Mga bata pa ito, and you just want that maturity to develop sa kanila. So far, it's like, Loyola getting into their nerves. Another shot. Oh, that one bounces off. And on the rebound, overcooked naman ni Rico Andes. Easily could have been 3-0 here. Couple of chances for Loyola. Off the crossbar yung isa, and then Andes pataas yung kanyang tira. Here's the corner. I think that was the substitute. And then Andes. And kaya hinayang na hinayang si Rico Andes. Could have been a brace for him. Could have been 3-0. A lot of could have beens there for Loyola. Tatakbo ang youth national team, but Jesse Semblante takes care of that ball. Koki Narita yung initial attempt doon. Narita, of course, with not just the headband, but yung blonde hair. Ball is out once more. And you don't see the grandstand, of course, on your point of view, but plenty of people here have come out to watch the matches live. Next match natin, it's the Battle of Taguig. One Taguig and Maharlika Taguig. Through ball into the box. Flag is down. Juano trying his best to keep it alive. Flicks it forward. But Antilo Jr. was there. And then ang last match naman natin is Mendiola FC 1991 and the Davao Aguilas. Triple header Sunday in your Philippines Football League. Napapanood pa rin on matchday.ph. Subscribe na kayo, mag-register na kayo with an email. That's all you need. And so the highlights, of course, snippets, ina-upload on social media, of course, on Matchday and the Facebook page of the Philippines Football League. 53 minutes now. Urakoy, ibabalik muna sa likuran. Quick 1-2 here, but you know the defense is just set for Loyola each time. Anderson. And this could open up for Loyola once more. Narita. Oh, plenty of gray shirts able to recover defensively. But they have to complete the stop here. De Gracia against Narita.
Pakita mo sino ka.
Punta muna sa likuran ang Loyola. They will retain that ball. And that's the luxury you have when you're up 2-0. You can kind of mix it up, experiment. And medyo, not to say na mag-relax, but of course trying to pace this match for the last 40 minutes or so. Someone's down! And that's a tough save for Antilo. And again, Loyola pressing high.
Tama mo. Mali ko mo din ang pinaglalaro nila.
Forward. Flag stayed down. John Lloyd Halike trying to meet that long ball. Nawala na ng espasyo ang depensa ng Loyola. It will stay with the youth national team. And here we go. 3 substitutions. Ryan Lim. We also have Miguel Bengson. And finally, John Henson Diaz. 3 changes as well. Mukhang Siron Saud is one of them. John Lloyd Halike as well. So, Siron Saud. Pinalitan ni John Henson Diaz.
Player number
2 more.
Siron Saud is replaced
I think John Lloyd Halike
player
also.
number 12, John Henson Diaz.
Pinalitan na
Player
rin.
number 28,
Gian Caraig, of course. Well, not his
Player number
afternoon
27,
here.
Miguel Javier
As
Bengson.
Jesse Semblante able
Player
to
number 17,
recover that
John
ball.
Lloyd Halike is replaced by player number 38, Ryan Lim.
John Lloyd Halike usually involved doon sa unahan, nalimitahan ng Loyola. Also, not this afternoon to say the least. Nilabas na rin. And of course, Gian Caraig na medyo, again, just poor touches plenty of times. Coach Sergi Mascarel already making the adjustment here. 3 changes for the youth national team. Last week, of course, they played Kaya. Doon naman sa UP Diliman. Mag-iikot ang Philippines Football League natin as a foul. In case you missed it, the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium ay nire-renovate na po. That's an initiative, of course, the Philippine Sports Commission and the Philippine Olympic Committee. Ay sinasabi nga ng karamihan, long overdue improvements underway for the Rizal Memorial Stadium. So habang inaayos ang RMS, dito tayo sa Binyan. Most of the matches perhaps may take place sa UP Diliman. So either north or south. 57 minutes now, still 2-0 for Loyola. Set piece, and the first corner here for the youth national team. So paunti-unti for the young men in gray. They take it quickly. Balik sa kanan. Lots of space here. That looks like a shot. Ooh, on the header. And another attempt. Almost. For the youth national team, couple of touches there from point blank. And Jesse Semblante telling everyone else, kalma. Okay, so that was the initial attempt, and then, well, Ivan Wano just getting in between.
Kung sa Rizal Memorial to, half-half na yung ano.
Hindi ko masabing bicycle 100% kasi medyo patagilid yung angulo, but definitely an awkward attempt there.
Iba yung araw dun eh.
The youth national team, paunti-unti trying to create something here. Villanueva. And another errant pass here. Well, some of the mistakes here for the youth national team, unforced. Approaching the 1 hour mark of this contest. 2-0. Sudo. Ball forward, the cutback. That's Andes. Diretso sa kamay ni Antilo Jr. Diaz, one of the substitutes here for these young men. Punta sila sa kanan. Couple of passes to bring this ball across. Punta sila sa gitna ngayon. But Loyola able to get that ball back, but not for long. So they earn a few meters ahead, the youth national team. Throw in, Bengson. Burnett trying to bother Diaz. Nunez. He sent it into the box, but no shot attempt there. Ooh, no call. So finally a call. This is a penalty. If it was inside the box, in real time it looked like it was. Tingnan natin. Or if the player was on the edge of the box. This was quite the scramble here. There's the cutback. Good defense from Loyola. And then Forosuelo, heavy on the first touch. Parang pass back. And ginulo sila ni Nunez. And then Bengson got there. That looks like inside of the box. Natisod ni Vitualia. Of course, he was trying to contest na it was contact on the ball. Is that, oh, they're giving it a free kick outside of the box.
Pag sa Pilipinas,
Oh, Loyola definitely escaping one there. Kita natin yung patid. Bago pa makalabas, but nevertheless, it's going to be a 5-man wall here for Loyola. They will try to maintain the score line for now. It's going to be Harry James Nunez to deliver or perhaps take a crack at this. Here's the go signal. 5 ang nakaharang. And that one a save from Semblante. Or was that wide? Looks like wide. Kasi bumababa na yung mga players. So no touch from Semblante. He did commit just in case. It went over the wall. Parang tumalbog pa palabas. Just the outer part of that near post. And eventually goal kick for Semblante. Well, testy moments there for Loyola in the last 3 to 4 minutes. Nunez once more. They have the numbers. Nunez decides to shoot. And they earn a corner somehow. Baka ma-offside pa yun kung nakuha ni Oracoy. 63 minutes now. Cyril South. So isa na lang ang nasa loob. That's Cyril South. Cyron. Nilabas na kanina. 27 more minutes here before the conclusion of this contest. Loyola, of course, trying to hold on to the lead that they've built early on. Foot race here between Narita, and that's obviously a foul. Diaz. So the youth national team will reset. Aspiras. Lipat naman sila sa bandang kaliwa. Plenty of space. Naka-drop ng bahagya itong Loyola. Now they send it to the left wing. That one bounces off a Loyola defender. They send it forward immediately. Pero mukhang wala namang counter-attack for now. But it could be that they're also forcing the defense here of the youth national team to a tough angle. Again, kung makikita nyo on your screens, yung pwesto ng ating stadium at kung saan nakaharap yung araw for now, that could play to Loyola's advantage kung ilalagay nila yung bola sa isang mahirap na angulo, sa isang nakakasilaw na angulo. But for now, a tough task here for the youth national team. They get it into the box. The fake here, Cyril Saot took a deflection. That's going to be another corner here. Definitely a much better second half here for the youth national team, especially after Coach Sergi Mascarel made those changes. Tatlong subs ang ipinasok in one sequence, or in one instance. 65 minutes now. They take it short once more. Here's the fake. Diaz from long range. Pero hindi aabot doon. Second ball. And that's off target for Aspiras. Well, slowly but surely, the youth national team finally getting some semblance of rhythm here compared to that first half where they were really just thrown out of rhythm after 2 early goals from Loyola. Matagal-tagal bago naka-recover itong youth national team. Aspiras wins that ball back. Babalik sa kanya. Should be a foul. From the back. Basta mga ganyang challenge from the back. Tapos contact from the legs. Automatic foul yan, and could be a yellow card in other instances. That was Vitualia. Well, clearly causing itong si Aspiras to go out of balance. 66 minutes now, about 24 and change. Into the box again. Andes trying to wait for the ball. And now a burst of speed, pero dalawa ang humarang sa kanya doon. Antilo. Oh, great decision on the part of Antilo. But on the pass, pwede niya nang kunin yan. A touch there by Narita. Trying to catch their opponents off guard. Diaz. Pero nahihirapan ng youth national team dito to build from the back. That's something we saw them do against Davao. Balik muna dito kay Antilo. Well, the time continues to run out here for the youth national team if they want to salvage something here. Wano, ibabalik muna papunta kay Semblante. Jesse sends it to the right part of the midfield. Kaso walang kakampi doon. Scramble here for the loose for that ball. And now Wano a step ahead. It will remain with Loyola. Sudo. Wano again. Naharangan. And that should be a foul, no? Good effort there on the part of the defense. Getting doon, anticipating kung saan pupunta itong si Wano, pati yung bola. Diaz. Diaz ulit. Villanueva. Medyo nagda-drop na paunti-unti itong Loyola. Anticipating that there could be attempts doon sa attacking third ng youth national team. Great challenge to win that ball back. Aspiras, the cutback. Buhay pa ito and the shot. Plenty of blue shirts. Pero nasa kanila pa rin. And finally, Burnett. A great job there. Just shadowing itong kanyang kalaban. Preventing an extra touch. Coach Mascarel already telling yung kanyang mga manlalaro rito to push. Oh, final push na talaga rito. Also the final third of the match. Takardon targeting itong kanyang kasama doon sa unahan, Andes, and it's going to be a ball back for the youth national team. Takardon trying to delay kasi indirect free kick lang. Oh, again, great effort by Vitualia. Itong si Koki Narita, you can sense that he wants to be a part of, the goal scorers for this afternoon. Kanina pa talagang grabe yung activity rito ni Narita. Trying to get that insurance goal, so to speak. 70 minutes now. Burnett kontra Urakoy. Wano trying to release right away. And our referee telling Wano, nah, that's not a foul. Oh, from long range, that is definitely off target here for Urakoy. Ito yung scramble muna between Burnett and Urakoy. They somehow got the ball and then Uano. Oh yeah, not enough contact to merit a call there. Diaz just stood there in front of Uano as we enter another hydration break. In football, of course, you are permitted at least one per half, and that's the discretion of the referee. Match officials natin for this match, John Mike Basinang is your referee. The assistant referees are Relly Balila and Brian Huergo. The fourth official, Rodney Leble. Ang atin pong mga referee ay i-assess ng ating referee assessor, gegradean ni Ginoong Roberto Hernandez. And the match commissioner, of course, is Mark Ian Baldo. Again, 2 more matches in store for you for this Sunday triple header. 1 Taguig and Maharlika. Taguig susunod po at 5:45 p.m. And then mamaya pong gabi, 8:30 in the evening, it's going to be Davao Aguilas UMAC and Bendiola FC 1991. About to resume the action already here. 72 minutes now. Loyola trying to add on to their total here para, as far as the goal difference is concerned, at least makaangat-angat pa sila doon sa kanilang kartada in the league table. Right now, 7 points ang Davao, Loyola at Youth National Team. Sunod-sunod sila sa ating league table. 6, 7, and 8. Number 9 ang Maharlika, number 10 naman ang Mendiola. The youth national team, 2 wins, 1 draw, 4 losses. Same with Loyola. But right now, of course, in a good position to get win number 3 here and increase their points total to 10. We have a handful of Loyola fans here in attendance, of course. Again, you don't see the grandstand view of the Binyan Football Stadium, but there are plenty of people here who have come out to show support as that shot is just inches above the bar and out for Burnett. "73 minutes now. 17 more. Well, to say the least, the youth national team, they have played a lot better in the last 10 to 15 minutes of the second half. Just trying to convert doon sa mga opportunities nila. They've had some attempts doon sa harapan. Sudo bothered there by Diaz and the foul. Wano just sending it doon sa likuran instead of forward. Nag-time management na rin tong Loyola paunti-unti, knowing that they are in a good position to take the full 3 points in this one. In the middle, Wano. Burnett. Atras bahagya. Medyo nahuli lang yung pasa doon. Perhaps youth national team able to organize defensively. Andes. Babalik muna. Tobias losing it. Burnett trying to win it back. They play advantage. Youth national team. Could be a chance. They send it to the left side. And now the lob inside. But Philip Anderson utilizing that height advantage. Diyan medyo tagilid yung youth national team sa mga lob pass. Sa mga diagonal na may konting area yung pasa. And this is a counter attack for Loyola. Again, Andes 1-on-1. What will he do? Andes, the shot. Not much there to break the wall of the youth national team once more. Antilo Jr. does the rest. Another save for the shot stopper here. 75 minutes now. 15 more plus change. These last 15 minutes for the youth national team, this is the window to really try and turn this scoreline a bit more respectable. Or at the very least, talagang bawasan na yung mga atake ng Loyola if they cannot convert. Loyola naman, of course, it doesn't seem they've stepped off that gas pedal. They're still trying when they see the opening. Lost possession that time around. Once more, after this, it's going to be Maharlika, Taguig, and one Taguig. Kicking off at 5:45. They bring it to the left side this time. Lim goes to the middle. Bengson ibinigay kay... and that one seems poked away into a corner. That was Aspiras, of course, setting it up. Jesse Semblante had to get out of his area. And quite a bad fall here for Semblante. It's going to be a corner for the youth national team, but Semblante needs to be attended to for now.
Parang binibag.
77 minutes now. Loyola, their first match of the calendar year. 2025, of course. Sabi ni Coach Roxy Dorlas, they resumed practice January 6. Well, that was, of course, the first Monday of the year. So they've been practicing for 2 weeks now. Lahat naman ng koponan natin nag-holiday break, no? And speaking of breaks, well, this coming week naman is Lunar New Year. Corner kick about to be taken here. They play it short. Saot. Balik muna sa gitna. Diaz. Deciding to go further back. Doon naman kay Bengson. Now they send it forward. But Narita able to bother. Well, somehow it ends up with Cyril Saot. They will reset the offense here. Bengson. Punta sa kanan. Trying to mix it up. Trying to again stretch the defense of Loyola. Find that opening. Burst of speed pero mawawala na ng espasyo. Unable to cut it back, Haren de Gracia. And a goal kick here. Jesse Semblante again. Well, you can see that they're really managing the clock here now. Final 11 minutes plus added time here. Hindi naman natin sasabing insurmountable lead at that, but 2 goals to none, and the way the match has been played, it's a difficult position now, or gap for the youth national team to try and overcome. They get the ball back, 3 against 3. Vitualia again, that familiar approach defensively. Of course, delaying the offense here for the youth national team. One of the stellar performances of this afternoon for Loyola, of course, outside of the 2 goal scorers. And even Takardon. Quick 1-2 here. Napalakas lang. It just boils down to the execution sometimes. Only the 3rd change here for Loyola, and looks like Francis Takardon will get his well-deserved rest. Papasok itong si Jemar Andrade, player number 24. Only 6 outfield players for Loyola, and then the substitute keeper is Shane Salino. And usually you don't really see keepers being subbed out unless, you know, there's an injury. Loyola, they have made the most out of the chance here against, of course, the still developing, the still, you know, improving youth national team.
Player number 24, Jamar Andrade.
Long ball intended for Narita Andes using the chest. Ends up with Jumani Burnett somehow. Threads that needle. Papunta kay Anderson. Semblante. Sa kaliwa naman mag-uumpisa ang atake dito for Loyola. Oh, great challenge there on the part of the right back. And another foul. Well, moving forward sa mga susunod na laro ng Loyola, yan yung mga dapat nilang iwasan against the forwards, against the midfielders of the opposing team. Mangilan-ngilan na rin yung foul nila na, ayan, galing sa likod, mga kagaya niya. That's Philip Anderson. Harry James Nunez ang nasa receiving end ng foul na yan. But it's really difficult to control sometimes, lalo na kung galing ka sa takbo. Yung momentum ng katawan mo talagang patilapon doon sa player. And those are automatic fouls. They send it into the area once more. Couple of touches. Not a problem for Loyola so far. Lim. Babalik muna ulit. Again, just a tough angle as well here for the youth national team. May halong silaw na rin yan. Well, Loyola was in that position back in the first half. They managed to score two, and sometimes it's just the way it goes here. Paunahan na lang, maka-score, and Loyola making the most out of that first half definitely with 2 goals. Through ball there once again from Wano. We've seen him do one of that back in the first half, intended then for Narita. And now Villanueva just trying to delay the offense here. And does a good job at it because mawawala ang bola sa Loyola, but this is a build-up from the back for the youth national team, something that they've not really executed to perfection this afternoon. And that's credit to Loyola, partly of course. Wano, bibigay na lang doon sa keeper. Wala nang tumakbo doon sa kanyang mga kakampi. 84 minutes now. And what is shaping up to be 3 points additional for Loyola sa kanilang league table record. They will go up to 3 wins, 1 draw, and 4 losses, a total of 10 points. A more respectable number 6 so far in the league table. Of course, we have 10 clubs participating this season. Burnett called for contact against Idol Saut. Well, both of our coaches can still insert players kung gustuhin nila. Loyola, they've only used 3 substitutes. And same with the youth national team. You are allowed 5, a maximum of 5 changes. That excludes injuries, of course. Someone's injured, that will not count doon sa 5. Saut takes a look at it. But again, the defense of Loyola is just rock solid, as has been the case all afternoon para sa kanila. Nunez on the throw-in. Magkatapat sila nung naka-jersey number 10 din, si Koki Narita, who had to come onto the pitch early. Kurt Dizon ang pinalitan ni Koki Narita back in the 38th, 39th minute. Kurt Dizon, an early afternoon for him. But of course, did his part. Pero meron lang ininda. So short stint for Kurt Dizon back in the first half. Narita, quick turn. Burnett, aangat dito. Wanting to join the scoring party here. Burnett! It just bounces off once more. Nakakadalawa ng Loyola na ganyan. Another chance. Sudo this time. Recovers. And another shot. Overcooked. You know, Loyola had plenty of chances like that. Kaya it's this 2-0 scoreline could have been a lot larger for them. The separation. Here's the initial shot by Burnett, bouncing off one of the posts at that. And then recovered by Kazuha Sudo, who scored earlier in the first half. He provided goal number 2. Some desperate defending there. Nakuha ulit ni Sudo. And nagtulong na si De Gracia doon, tsaka si Antilo, and then one more shot but a tough angle. Tapos pataas. Well, it's not that Loyola didn't get enough chances to increase their lead here. Yung finishing lang, yung tinitingnan rito. That's something they practiced, of course, back during the official warm-up time. And just to put things in perspective, 3 p.m. kickoff, that means 2 p.m. yung official warm-up. Well, 2:10 actually. 50 minutes before kickoff. Napakainit po niyan. 88 minutes now. Just, of course, waiting for confirmation as well from the fourth official, Rodney Lable, kung ilan ang idadagdag rito for stoppage. And again, after this, don't go away. Keep it here on matchday.ph because after this, it's Maharlika Taguig going up against 1 Taguig. I already saw, at least 3 members of the audience wearing Tsukasa kits. I can only assume that they're, family or friends of course, Tsukasa Shimomura. Plays for 1 Taguig FC. Going to be an interesting look here for 1 Taguig against, the lower-ranked Maharlika Taguig side. Again, that ball forward. Narita will try to, of course, keep this ball to their side desperately. Well, not during that instance. Kanina pa gustong makakuha ng shot attempt nitong si Koki Narita, trying to make the most out of his spell on the floor, on the field. Anderson. Well, ball is out and someone's down for the youth national team. About a minute left before added time here. Well, looks like no changes here for either side. And the cramps na ito, that's of course mainly due to the weather today and the early kickoff. Makakaubos talaga ng body fluids yan. You have to rehydrate right after. And make sure you have your potassium. Kain ng saging, kumbaga. 6 minutes of added time here. Plenty of time to score
6 minutes.
for both sides. For the youth national team to try and make it more respectable. For Loyola to try and widen that gap, make it more impressive looking. But as it stands, Loyola again on their way to their 3rd victory of the season so far. And advance a step further into the right direction. Nunez. Cyril Saut. De Gracia. From distance and it's off target. Masyadong malakas at pataas. We're seeing two substitutes for Loyola come forward. Oh, that's it. Coach Roxy Dorlas will maximize the number of allowed substitutions. 2 more changes here. Looks like Armando Antonio Gonzalez, number 11. And Django Hector. Nilabas na si Rico Andes. That's it for him this afternoon. Ang papalitan naman ni Gonzalez ay mukhang si Ivan Wano. So Ivan Wano, that's it for him as well.
Substitution for Loyola FC. Player number
2 minutes into added time, about 4 more.
Player number 11, Armando Gonzalez.
A couple of fresh legs here for Loyola kung gusto pa nilang maka-score ng isa.
Alam mo si Stalin naglalaro yan.
And that's the first touch for, well, that's Andrade rather. Isa rin sa mga pinasok rito.
Pag kaya yung maglaro, ayun. Jammer din.
Sudo. So now it's Burnett who's wearing the captain's armband. Tatlong player ng pinasahan yung captain's armband for Loyola this afternoon. Burnett. Sinubukang magpasabit ni Aspiras. Back to Semblante. Three more minutes here to make it all official for Loyola. Rico Andes. Of course, about sabihin na natin close to 1 goal per match. That's his average. The star forward here for Loyola. De Gracia, meanwhile. Now, Gonzalez got a touch. Pero bola pa rin ng Philippine Youth National Team. Well, it's the same margin against Kaya. But of course, they expected even better showing here, considering they've held Kaya to just 2 conversions, and for the most part, for 50 minutes, it was 0-0. So about 2 more minutes here before the final whistle. Burnett. Babalik ulit kay Semblante. Oh, a bit of pressure here. In a corner. A bit of panic there for Semblante. Nilabas yung bola even before makakuha ng touch yung mga kalaban nila. It's about 90 seconds more. Well, Semblante, of course, on a personal level, just wanting to preserve the clean sheet here. From the back once more. Lim. Not sure where that ball was headed to. Sudo down for a moment. From the left wing, Lim once more. And finally, Forosuelo has had enough.
Paalisin mo nga yung kalbo na yun dyan. Ayun o, kalbo na yun o.
Could be the final sequence as well of this match between Loyola and the Philippine Youth National Team. De Gracia. Saot back to De Gracia. Just not the afternoon for the Youth National Team. On an individual level, some players really played out of rhythm, out of sync. And as a whole, as a collective, of course, just unable to get any sort of rhythm here, the Youth National Team. And of course, that's owing to 2 early conversions as well from Loyola. Such a confidence booster to dictate the pace, the tempo, and the tone of this match. Mukhang hindi na rin nakukuha rito ang Youth National Team ng chance, although they send a long one back to the left flank. Looks like ball out. That's not yet the final whistle. Well, it's a goal kick kasi yung bola lumabas from Oh, offside perhaps was the call.
Wala ako, Gagi.
And this is just for formality here for Loyola. Moments away from the final whistle here, South. And no letting up here for Loyola, although they did not score another goal here in the second half. At the very least, they preserved that clean sheet for Jesse Semblante. They denied the youth national team of really scoring or getting back into this match.
Gagawin yan, pre. Wala namang goal.
Bengson, balik kay Lim. And that one finally for Jesse Semblante to seal the win here for Loyola FC. It's 2-0. And 3 more points for Loyola dito sa kanilang league table for their campaign this season. And another win that will put them up to number 6 with 3 wins and 1 draw against 4 losses. 10 points total for Loyola FC. And again, the goals coming from Rico Andes in the 9th minute and Kazuha Sudo in the 16th minute. That also gives us the opportunity to, of course, tell you all that Rico Andes, of all people, is our man of the match. Player number 14. Another conversion across his name for what has been a great run for Loyola so far in their season. It only gets better for Loyola. A step into the right direction, as we always say. Again, don't go away. The next match will be Maharlika Taguig FC and 1 Taguig FC, 2 clubs based in that city, of course, in the metro, coming up next. And of course, the last match will be Davao Aguilas and Mendiola 1991. But for now, on behalf of Matchday.ph, sa lahat ng bumubuo ng ating live broadcast crew, this has been Levi Verora on the call. Don't go away. The next match will kick off at 5:45 p.m. As I always say, wherever you are, wherever you're from, this is the Philippines Football League on the rise. We'll see you at the games.